Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from Southeastern Manitoba, K&RP. Today it is currently 25 degrees Celsius, which means it's 76 degrees Fahrenheit. We still have, it's a high, low, it's number 3 on the air quality scale, which is the highest of the low um, air quality, so it's almost medium. I'm still having difficulty breathing when I'm outside unless I take a bunch of meds, and I do not like taking meds. Hi, welcome, welcome, Janice. Welcome, Melody. Glad you guys are here. So I'm still kind of hiding in my house. I really want to get my garden in. So, yeah, definitely. Hi, Barbara. Um, so one day this week I will medicate and go out, but for now I'm kind of hiding in the house. So today I would like to make some painty papers. I have a friend coming over on Saturday, and we have had play dates for the last few years. We used to crochet. I've got her into journaling. She came over and I gave her a whole bunch of stuff to work on a journal, and her kids are really interested. So her oldest, who is 9, was going to come along with her on Saturday. And I said, well, what about the other two? Why don't we have them all here? And they can all play, because I haven't played creativity with littles for so long and I'm so missing it. So I have a play date with my friend and her children on Saturday, and they want to make journals. So I'm going to make painty papers specifically in the colors that they like, and that kind of, like I want to make them little packs that they can do a journal with. You know what I mean? Hi, Janet. Welcome, welcome. It will be a wonderfully fun party. I am so excited. I love kids making a mess when they create, and so many people have such issues because, kids make a mess to begin with. So I had bought this drain. This is one of those. Hi, Anne. Welcome. This is you put it in the bottom of the sink to protect your dishes. I think the pattern is really cool. So I'm going to chop it up to use to make some marks on these papers. I just have to figure out where I put my scissors because I cleaned my. Look, I have a clean desk pretty much. I'm so excited. I'm such a child. Yes, I am. So I'm figuring that, yeah, look, scissors will cut this stuff. Not a problem. Here we go. Yay. So I'm not sure I like these straight edges. I'm going to get rid of those too. Got this at Dollarama, So what's everybody been up to? We had a lovely crochet along on Sunday. We did that bag, the crocheted bag. I don't have it down here. These have to be useful for something, right? I'm not going to throw those out. Yeah, I cleaned my desk. This one has a thing here. I don't want that. But that circle could be nice to have in the middle of a page. I could use it, mark it, have it for a cutout, something. I'm going to leave this piece the size. But again, like I said, I'm going to chop off these bits. So I hope my Canadian friends had a lovely long weekend, and I hope my American friends have a lovely long weekend coming up. Oh, see, even that could be a fun edging kind of thing. Okay, we're just going to play. Today I'm just playing, making stuff for a couple of kids, 3 kids, 7, 9, and 4. So this also was one of those mats for protecting dishes. Hey, Kurzo, welcome, welcome. I'm good, thanks. I'm excited. I have a play date coming up. So this has this wonderful me and my wobble cuts. Hi, Teresa. So I'm thinking this will make a nice, almost like a wobble cut texture. But look at this back too. I'm excited about that. So let's just hack up a piece of this too. Because, you know, I go to a dollar store and I spend an awful lot of time. I touch everything because I have to feel the textures. Okay, so I've got some new pieces to play with. I am not going to be using my gel plate. I'm going to be using what I used to use as a gel plate. So this is a white packing stuff. It's not styrofoam. It's a nylon kind of. Um, it's a packing foam, but it fits beautifully inside a large Ziploc bag. And before I could afford a gel plate, this is what I used for doing all my painty papers and things. So I figured because so many people can't afford gel plates, I would show what I used to use and the kind of effect I got using this instead of a gel plate. Does that make sense? I also have my brayers. I will be using my brayers. I'll be scraping paint. I'm just going to be playing. And if you guys want to play along, please do so. I have my regular brayers. And then remember I had got this stuff from my next door neighbor when she moved? Got this brayer with these wonderful texture things, texture rollers. So I'd like to try these out too. This one looks like it's going to make polka dots. And this one is little flower kind of things. So I'm going to pull this one out of this brayer. And let's try the flower one. I know the girls aren't necessarily into flowers, but we'll try it. Something different. And of course, I've got my Baron. And I've got all my other stuff that I play with when I do mark making. Let's get these scissors off the table. I've got some papers for that I'm going to start making just little pages for the kids. They're going to be doing pockets and things when they're here. This way they've got smaller pages to stencil on. So I'm going to do lots of those size for the kids. And then I pulled a bunch of papers. I want them blank on the back. So I'll be checking through the papers that I'm using and working on the printed side because a lot of them were from work and it's a lot of technical stuff and we don't need kids reading some of the stuff that I had from work. So let's start by playing with some greens. The one thing I liked about this compared to the gel plate too was if I was using something to make like a stamp, I could take it and use it on like a stamp. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. I'll explain it as I go along. So this is an acrylic paint. Let's put the glasses on so I can actually read it. It's acrylic, the paint for crafters. It's neon green. This was one of the ones that I received from my neighbor. Oh, it's going to be a really nice thin green. That's good. But that just goes to show that I definitely have to have, get a brayer off page here. I can't have any of my work text showing through on that. So we'll start by using this one. Oh, that leaves a lovely texture. And normally what I would do then is take it and put it down on a page. And it, for some reason, doing it on the plastic bag, I get to use these things like a stamp after, and I haven't been able to do that with the gel plate. I don't know why that's so, but it's just the way it seems to work. Okay, so I need total blank page for this one because that's a very, very pale paint. Hi, Sherry, welcome. Did you manage to figure out that granny square? Are you guys playing tag with the live streams? That's cool. Wow, it's alive. See, that gives a really nice backgroundy texture. I always end up with a lot of white on these ones, but that's okay. It didn't quite pick up the edges. I could do that with this one. I took apart a couple of old these books. Day planners. I had day planners left from when I was working. I figured I've been retired for so many years now. I really don't need my day planners from 2009 anymore. All right. So I have the one print. We can always add to it. I think what I'm going to, I don't know how well you can see that. I'll use a darker green or a blue. Let's try the blue. I'm going to give them stencils and some paints to play with on the weekend. There, that's going to be a bit better. I guess I could have backed some, if you know what I mean. Like I could have done some really dark backgrounds to do the pulls on. Let's use this wooden block my husband made me. See, that one dried really fast. I need more paint. I have a tendency to go heavier on the plastic than I do on the gel plate. I got some boogers in there. That's okay. It's just going to add a bit of texture. And then, as I say, I can just stamp it off. These are quite thin acrylic paints. I'm really surprised. And we'll just take another page. So who's working on what lately? I have been working on my tag book. I put some positive kind of words on, and so I've been finding quotes to go with the positive words on the tags. So that's coming along. I finished that crocheted bag. I'm not a fan of these paints. These are the paints I normally use. They are Chromacryl Acrylic Essentials. You finished the Froggy Journal? Nice. Excellent. This seems to be a better bodied paint for using on the gel plate. Those acrylics are a little thin. I just want to do a couple of dark backgrounds. Am I on screen? Yes, okay. This one. I like having black pages around. If you're doing some collage work, sometimes it's really nice to have that for, oh look, this will cover. For clusters. Ooh, that's not fun. Napkin journal. Oh, sorry to hear that, Teresa. That's never fun. I hope you feel better soon. And let's take this one and put it on the blue that I'm not a big fan of. Oh, see, now that one's getting a little bit more interesting. And I'm going to pull this one just the way it is. And I am going to do it on a printed page, so it hides the text. Oh, wonderful, Anne. So that black has some nice texture. That'll be great for doing some clusters with. Let's see if I can get another pull from this. Let's put some bubble wrap on it first because it's a bit wet. Wasn't as wet as I thought, but that's okay. I'm just making backgrounds, you know? I'm not going for fancy dancy frameable prints here. I am going more for things that I can use for collage and backgrounds. Thanks, Anne. Like I say, I used this for so many years before I actually invested in a gel plate. I couldn't afford one, and I tried making my own. They didn't work for me. Nope. And you know how much I like to do all my little floral collages and fish and umbrellas and whatever else. If I was going for something that I wanted to do, oh, that's been cut. That's okay. Then I would definitely use the gel plate and try and get a decent print. What is inside the bag again? It is that white foamy packing stuff. It's not styrofoam. It's like this nylon-y stuff, but it's a big thick piece. I can't remember what came packaged in it, but I sure like it. It works great. Oh, we got a stick. It's okay. That's because this paper had a cut in it. So it's ripping around the cut area. And I've got some peel off. You know what? I don't care. It adds texture. I will add some water to pull those bits off. I'll just give it a spritz. Oh, darn. You know what? I never had this problem with it when I was doing it before. With the paper sticking like this. But that's okay. I still have very interesting grunge. Very interesting grunge. I like interesting grunge. I don't know about you guys. This is just water in a spritz bottle. Just to get this paper off. Because it won't come with... I will use this here card. And I will just scrape it. I know I'm pretty brutal, eh? That will go in the garbage. Look, I'm making a mucky mess. Yay! Kim's here. All right. All right, all right. There. Clean enough. It is clean enough. Look, it's a beautiful dark green. Let's see if I can get more of that. Oh, won't that make some lovely leaves? That is like a sagey, like a dark sagey green. Thanks, Anne. That's a dark sagey green. Oh, that is going to make some lovely, lovely leaves. Let's just get this wet. Because I can. What do I want to add on top of that? Let's use this green. You know, I'm not sure that it's a can-do attitude as much as whatever happens, I can utilize in something. Oh, am I making you dizzy? I'll make sure I shake over here. Oh, see, that's that thin craft paint again. That's okay. That'll just help loosen up all this rest of this grungy stuff underneath here. Not sure if that's paper or dried paint. I like that color. I like that color. I can go over the black with this green. That'll give it a really nice dark green. Look how nice those leaves are going to be with such a rich dark green. Oh yes. Yes, leaves. I like leaves. So I'm going to use this side in hopes that I feel bad about wasting this little bits around the edge, but even this bits here, it's got some red printing behind and the blue on top and some red printing in the blue. Those are going to make lovely little flowers. Lovely little flowers. There, it's starting to pull up some of that grunge underneath. I will go over that one again with another color. Let's put some blue on that. This is still paper, I see. Let's just take that paper off of there. Well, so far I haven't got the colors that I was planning on making for the kids, but I'm having a heck of a time here. Okay, I've got this blue. Let's do it on this one. That's a nice blue. You know, when I do my Goonie birds and that kind of thing, this is what I use to make them. This kind of stuff. I have a piece of needlepoint canvas. I've got that light green wavy, neon green wavy. I'm going to do a print of that on here. And then this one, let's do this green one again. Look, my desk is starting to look more like my desk again, too. So you can see very faintly the lines, the grid marks from the and it's still on the plate. So what should I pull that with? Let's try this yellow. So I will be using a lot of these. If they're not the colors that the kids want to use, they'll get first dibs. But I'll be using them to make some fish, some Goonie birds, some of those little fairy houses I do, backgrounds for ATCs. You know, you guys know how I roll. I'm going to try this brayer on it after I've done this. And we all know I use my brown papers, my roll-off pages. Let's try this funky flower one. Oh, yes. Let's do it on camera, Kim. Oh, look, it's fun. It's fun. Let's see if I can get it on this. And yeah, I know this paper is still really wet. And I'm layering it like it's doesn't matter because I like it. It's got the little prints of the flowers. How nice a background is that going to be? Let's take another sheet, see if I can get some imprint off that. Yeah, this one's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know what size journals she has made the kids to play in. I know that I got her doing magazine page journals where you fold the magazine pages in. That's a nice grunge pull. Let's try pulling the rest of this off with what? With black. See, now I'm thinking me, not the kids. I'll use black, more black, more black. After this, I have to buckle down and do some for the kids, right? Right. Oranges and yellows and reds. Oh my. Let's see. That's printed on both sides. Can't use that for the kids. And again, I'm not worried if I'm getting paint on this side because even with the kids, we're going to be using them as pockets. So it doesn't pull clean like a gel paint does. But you still get some really nice grunge effect. I am going to spritz it. And the nice thing, because it's plastic, I get away with water, not worrying about using, having to have baby oil or anything on hand. Okay, this pull's definitely going to be mine. That's a nice pull. To the edge. Can do the edge again. No finesse here, guys. Kim has no finesse when it comes to this. I seriously just put stuff down, pull it off, and I use all of it. There's very little of my pulls that I don't use somehow. Yeah, it's like a sponge. You could definitely use thin sponge or foam if you did some upholstery or whatever. I bet you upholstery foam, like a thin half-inch or whatever. This just happened to be a perfect size to fit inside this bag. So that's definitely an interesting background. Once you collage some flowers or something on it. Hi, Janet. Welcome, welcome. I am making painty papers, and I'm having a blast, and I am just making a mess, and I'm not really caring. I am using a large Ziploc bag with some packing foam inside instead of a gel plate. This is what I used before I had gel plate. It's got this like packing stuff in. So I'm just playing with some painty papers, and I have some kids coming over this weekend that are going to come and play with me. So I'm excited. So I'm supposed to be making papers for them, but it looks like I'm making papers for me. Okay, so they want, oops, this cap breaks off. They want, one of them likes reds, yellows, and oranges. So let's put some red down. Come on. Again, just Crafter's acrylic. Not a big fan because it's so thin. Some yellow. This is just Chromacryl acrylic, student grade. When I was teaching, I bought it in these half-gallon jugs. And I still have lots. Okay, so let's do some yellow. And then we'll do the red. And where it overlaps, we should get some orange. Correct? Correct. Where do I want that? Let's put it here. Oh, that's a lovely tangerine orange kind of color. What do we want to pull that with? What do we want to use for? Let's use this. Let's take this one. And now let's pull it with this lovely greeny grunge one. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Okay, I would definitely use that. I'm not sure the little girl would. That's fun. Okay, So because I've got the greens and stuff on, either I have to wash it or flip it over. Let's flip it over so that I can definitely have some oranges and stuff for the kids. It is yummy. I really like the way the orange and the black here reacted. Like it's got a hint of the print that I did, like the stamp. But seriously, when I'm cutting out my little flowers, it's just yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so some red. Some more of this yellow. Oh, this is getting brutal, this yellow. And we'll roll that. Oh, that's going to be lovely. I love rolling colors over black. For some reason, I think it gives it such a nice depth. Let's use one of these, one of these, one of these. Let's try this one. And we will put that on this green one here. Run out of room. This one. Oh, that's a lovely print. It's going to be a lovely print. You know what? I should probably just use straight copy paper for the kids. That way I don't have to worry about whatever the print is on the other side. Oh, these? No, I did these. We put new flooring upstairs and we had a box of tiles left over. So I've been carving into them. And so it's like a linoleum thing. This one is wood. And yes, my hubby did do them for me. Because I'm spoiled like that. Can you see the pattern, guys? Okay, so there's one for the kids. I've got my underneath paper is bubbling up because I've got so much junk on it. So I did the green and then I did the blue. Yeah. So I did the green and then I used the plastic needlepoint canvas, and I used that as a stamp on top. And then I used the linoleum bit as a stamp after, right? So that gives a nice little bit of something to that. Okay, let's do more red and yellow. I just like to play, Barbara. I really just love to play. And whatever happens, happens, right? Like, can't sweat the little things. I'm going to try this flowery stamp again once this. I've got these interesting brayer roller things. So I'm going to try that again on this red. This one. Oh, I like the way those little flowers look. They're fun. Just a plain paper. Let's take a scrap paper and see if I can pull that edge up. I think it's a little dry. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, this craft paint dried a little too fast. I didn't quite get the flowers that I hoped to, but that's still a lovely print that they could use as a background in their journals. One of the kids. Okay, let's try this red. This is a deco art. This was a deco art too. I don't understand why it's so thin. I've got some really yummy pieces though here. Like, I love the way this one turned out. I'm going to get flowers and leaves and all kinds of stuff out of that. And then the one that stuck to the paper because I had a cutout on it. This is a different red. This is a Christmas red. Am I on screen, guys? Yes. I am Janet. My girlfriend, I've got her making journals, and I gave her a whole bunch of painty papers and stuff the last time she was here. And her 9-year-old daughter really wants to come and play as well. So she asked if it was okay if she came with her on Saturday. I said, sure. What about the other two? Because I know that the kids get their noses out of joint, right? If they're not included. So she said, oh, they would love to come as well. So I'm trying to make some papers up that they can use for pockets and things. I mean, the kids are 9, 7, and 4. So I'll have stickers and stuff as well, but I like the way the bubble wrap came on that wavy background. Let's see what this pulls like. And I've got this edge. Let's put it on this one. Oh, look, I have a blank one. Let's put that on that. You know what, Janet? I used to teach kids crafts. And whenever there was a local fair, I would do the craft tent with like 60 kids at a time. I really, really miss it. The pandemic took an awful lot of that away from me. So I'm so excited these kids want to come and play. I'm going to put something else on top of that because it's a little bare. Let's do yellow. I love playing with kids. I used to do kids craft program from my house. I would have them, I'd have rolls of paper on the floor and I would get them to dip their feet in paint and run across the paper, and then we would make monsters out of the footprints. And, you know, the rule whenever kids come to my house is dress for mess. Dress for mess. Lost my brayers. I got green greeblies in here, guys. That's okay. And I'm going to pull that on this, just a plain white. See if I can pick up some of that red as well. Okay, take care, Barbara. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you coming and watching me make a big mess. And then I've got the edge. I've got this lovely green. I did a green over a black roll off from the brayer. I'm going to see if I can pick up the edge. A little bit. That's still going to make lovely flowers with dark greens on it. Hey, Marty, welcome, welcome. I'm making a mess, and I'm having a blast. Oh, look at how nicely and greebly that came out. I think that's another one the kids will like. I don't know how well you can see. I have a play date with my girlfriend and her 3 kids on Saturday. So I said I would make some painty papers for the kids because they want to make journals. It is a lovely mess. I'm having a lot of fun. I am having an awful lot of fun. And let's try this swirly one. And we're just going to drop it randomly. And I'm going to put that on top of that yellow on the green one. See what we get. A little bit of stripes. Unfortunately, that reminds me of Christmas. I'm not a big fan of green and red together. Hi, Johnny. Welcome, welcome. I know, there's just... What am I rolling on? Well, I am rolling on a Ziploc bag that has a hunk of this packing nylon-y stuff in it. Before I could afford a gel plate, this is what I used for doing my prints. And I thought that it would be a good thing to play with today because not everybody has a gel plate. So I'm just showing something else that you can use. So I was fortunate enough that something that we ordered came packed with this lovely 1-inch thick, it's about 1-inch thick piece of that nylon-y white stuff. And it fit perfectly in a large freezer bag. I just have Gorilla Tape holding it closed. And this is what I have used in the past. It works, you know, it's not... You're not going to get the quality print that you do from a gel plate. Definitely not. But it's a lot of fun for backgrounds and things. This is watered down neon pink acrylic paint that I was using as a wash for something yesterday. I'm not quite sure what it was, but I'm just using it to see if I can pull up some of this grunge on the plate. You know, it's a lot of fun. Like, I'll show you a couple of the ones I've pulled. got the edge. Let's grab, what am I going to grab? Something that is mine and not the kids. The kids would like that one. Let's try this one. I'll just use, I've got blue with black stripes on it. Just pull that. The nice thing with using the plastic bag is I will use things on here that I would not use on my gel plate. No, it just pulls up a pink mess. That's okay. This too. But you know what? That's a nice start of something else. And the thing too is I can wipe it up with water, right? Because it's plastic and paint. I'm just going to get it good and wet and see if I can give it a quick wipe. I have wiping things someplace. I cleaned my desk today to do this. Just a piece of paper towel. Used many times for cleaning up paints. Like, I don't mind a little bit of artifacts left on, but like I say, it doesn't pick up nearly as nice as a gel plate, all the artifacts. Okay, so I need purple. One of the little ones likes purple. She likes purple and green, but I don't think I'll mix purple and green because I think that will be a mucky mess. But I will do some green. That looks like a lovely rich purple, but again, it's translucent. Ugh. You're going to see me making some flowers out of this roll-off this week. Oh, no, maybe not this week. I will not be doing a live on Friday. It turns out I have an appointment. This is shelf liner. Artifacts the Greeblies left on the plate. It's just a polite term for the grunge. Well, that's got an interesting texture. That'll make a nice background. I'm going to give them stencils and paints and stuff to play with when they're here. I already told their mom that they have to have grungy clothes. Try it on that black. Yeah, the crusty bits. Yeah, the crusty bits. Exactly. I just call them artifacts. I heard somebody else call them artifacts. I thought, ooh, doesn't that sound hoity-toity? So I have to do it, right? Okay. So this black is now starting to get some interesting coloring on top because I'm just using it as a mock-up kind of page. Got lots of grunge down this side. Okay. I've got the orangey yellow. I've got a couple of those. I have this red one. This one needs something on it as well. I've got these ones that I'm going to add to as well. I've got greens. Just trying to think, what other colors. Red, yellow, orange, purple, green, and red again. Let's do some more red. We are going to have fun. The thing too is, like, I met her mom when I was teaching crafts. I ran a program called Meet Your Creativity, hence the name of my Facebook group. And she was one of the participants. So I've known her since before she had kids. And we've become quite good friends, and we play together doing crocheting and that kind of thing. And let's see what this lace does. I'm just looking for texture. I'm not sure it showed. I think that's something that's definitely a jelly plate toy. Let's try this one again. Let's try this side. So I've sucked her into my world of journals. So the last couple of times we've played together, we've been doing journals. And her kids really, really want to do it. So I'm game to play. And I already warned her, dress for mess. But she knew that. Okay, that wasn't wet enough to use as a stamp. I might have to put the paint right on that one. Let's see if I can pull this with this. But yeah, we would get together and crochet, or she does a lot of cross stitch. And then one day she was crocheting and I was embroidering on those hearts that I do, like the paper hearts. And she thought that was pretty neat. Oh, that gave just a hint of that pattern. Just a very, I don't know how well you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Right here. Just a hint of the pattern. So I was embroidering the hearts, and because she does cross stitch and stuff, she thought that was a really cool idea. And then she said, "Would you teach me to make a journal?" And I went, "Oh yeah." So that's kind of how that came about. Let's pull that with yellow. Oh, this yellow is just, I'm going to have to put it upside down. And then I'll have to add some water to it because this is just too hard on the hands to squeeze. Now, if I'd have had brains, I'd have put it in smaller containers to begin with, but my hands worked when I first got this. I've had this stuff for, 5 years at least. Come on, get out. It's got a breathing. So anyway, these bottles don't come with these lids. I bought condiment squeeze bottles. I put it on because I thought that would be a really good idea. And not quite so much. Oh, nice fun papers for making flowers. Yes, the mom is someone I used to teach. And she lives in the next town, which is like 10 minutes away. Oh, look at that. Oh, the glare. Sorry. That is so yummy over the black. My goodness. I think that's going to make nice pockets and whatever for the kids too. I don't want to make too busy backgrounds for them because I'm sure they're going to be covering them up with stickers and stuff. But this way, they'll have something specific that I made for them because they were just, they want to grab everything that I passed on to her journaling because, well, it's always more fun to have what mom has than what you have, right? What came out twice? This one? This one? Because there were artifacts left on the plastic. Like it dried. So then when I put the other paint on top, it kind of moistened it. Oh, what you typed? I don't know. Why did it come out? I don't see that it came out twice. Oh, I didn't pull the edge. That's okay. I'm so glad you're here to play with me, guys. So that's that neon pink that I've got watered down over there. Oh, because when I was doing your prompt along, Janet, it said spatter paint. So I watered this down and spattered my... Aha! That's a leftover from Janet's prompt along. This is a neon pink. And that covers nicely. Look at that. That's a nice coverage. This could be some interesting flowers out of that one. Let's use this one. Let's put it on this one. Very pale. Doesn't show overly much. Oh, that one did. It's okay. Wonder why that edge was so dry. Me and my wooden stamps. Nope. Let's do it on a flat surface, Kim. Okay. So that's going to be a fun page for them. Okay, let's try pulling this one. And let's pull that pink on that green and red stripe that I'm not a fan of. Oh, look right here. It's almost like a gold. It's just so rich. That neon pink on top of that other stuff. I think that's a fun one. I can leave this one just the way it is for them to use. I've only got the one purple. Let's do another purple. Oh, Greeblies. And, oh, I didn't pull out any white. Well, I guess I'll just have to use this. Now, I'm not sure if this is gesso or acrylic paint, guys. Your guess is as good as mine. I put things in containers and then I forget to label them. You know how that is, I'm sure. Well, I'm getting those D words. I can never remember the D word, where things kind of tree branch out from the paints. Oh, that's a lovely mauve. What are we going to do with this? How about this one? What are we going to put it on? Quick, Kim, find something. Let's use this black. Oh, thanks, Marty. Seriously, I'm really even not thinking. I'm just kind of shoving stuff down and playing. This is how I work. Seriously. I will spend 2 days doing this. And then I complain because I got so many painty papers that I have to use up. One more. And a pulling page. Show you. And that's on that black and red that I had. Yeah, I consider all this play. I admit, I really do. Don't want to use up all that beautiful green. I'll have to find another edge page. Okay, so the pattern here is really subtle. That white created some interesting blobby things. But I will consider that one ready for them to play with. I'm going to add some more purple to this. Yeah, I have a whole box of those things left, Janet, that I still have to carve. I don't know where my time goes. I really do not know where my time goes. I'm always making stuff, but things like that, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just going to pull this as it is. This one I'm going to consider complete for the kids. Okay, that's just kind of artifacty. Just water because it's plastic. I'm not concerned. Just going to pull that on something, anything. And a recipe. I'm put all my recipes on the computer, so I've got all my recipe pages to use to play with. Oh, that's lovely. I love it. I'm just doing it so I can clean up some of this stuff that's still on the bag. This will make lovely little flowers for me. Guess I need to get back to making some cards and things. You know, it's I do these full painty papers, or I've got this, and I save them. And when I make my flowers, they're like this big. So, but this I would probably cut some hearts out of so that I could stitch on them. I think that's what I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. It's a nice pinky, purpley, peachy. I don't think I have hearts in that color. And I'm going to use that again. The flowers are teeny. Yeah, I'll show you what I do. I've got a card right here. I make itty bitty flowers. So this is measuring thing. I have a measuring thing right here. So I do these floral cards. These are all gel prints or whatever. This card is 4 inches by 8 inches. So I use hole punches as flowers as well. My fish, I use it all. And yeah. Okay, spritz it with water. I just want to pull up as much of this as I can and then wipe it. Hi, Kim. Hi, Lori. I'm reading the chat and saying hi to myself. Oh, not good. And doodle? Yeah. And then I doodle. I love to doodle. Thank you. Are you stitching and listening? All right. What are you working on? I am making a mess, but I'm having a blast doing it. Catalog journals. Nice. So I will consider this plate clean now. This plastic bag clean now. And I need more purple. No, I got 2 purple. I've got pink. I've got orange. I need more red because this red needs something. I think what I'll do, I get such nice colors and then I go over it with the brayer, right? I'm going to stamp into that with this one. It helps if you don't have anything under it, right? That's what the stamp looks like. And then, I was going to use that to pull. Well, I will use this one to pull it. And I will use this to clean up the edge. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, I'll brush these with paint and use them as stamps. There, that's a little bit more red. It's got some more texture with the stamp in it. Not sure if I want to consider this one done or not. I think I'm going to do another red. Oh, excellent, Marty. See, these are the kinds of papers then I will cut out and do my stitched hearts on. I think I sent you one, Janet. I'm not sure. But then I like stitch sequins or whatever and doodle on them. So much to play with. Flo might have moved it. Flo wanted it back to play with. Okay, stop going over the purple because you like that mauvey purple there. This what will I put on this? I have this netting stuff. I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to put down more of it. I just want the texture of the netting on here. And I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to push it down. And if the paint's wet enough, that'll give me like a fish scale-y kind of texture. Feels pretty dry. Not sure what I'm going to get out of that. Oh, look how mucky I am. I love it. So you can't really see the texture from the netting. But you can see it on here. It gives a really nice, I would use that like for scales. Hey Cal, welcome, welcome. I'm playing Make a Mess. Make a mess. My coffee is full of pink greebles. Well, I won't be drinking that. Okay, let's put something on here to pull this. I want something a little bit wetter. No black. This is for the kids. No black. Let's use blue. Thank you, Janet. Oh, Cal, you're having trouble with your arms again, hon? Okay, so I've got the blue. I think I'm going to stamp onto this one with, let's try this one. So again, I will consider this one done for the kids. As I say, I'm going to be giving them stencils and paints and whatever to play with. Oh, that's stuff too. See how this pulls. Oh no, that's not fun. It's a nice blue stripe. This roller does have a pattern on it. It's a brayer, and it's got this one that I've played with. It does these kind of flowers. I don't know how well you can see them. I'll show them. You know what? I'll use it on the next one. Oh, that turned out lovely. I think I'm going to leave that just as it is for the kids. So what I'll do is I will put paint on this. I'll use that roller and then I'll roll it onto a clear sheet so that you can see. This is one of the things I got from my neighbor and all the fun stuff when she was moving, and I got all the craft supplies. And this is the other one. It's polka dots. Oh, awesome, Janet. So I have purple. I have some green. I'm going to need to do some yellow. Let's pull this one with a blue again. Let's use a blue. I have a play date this weekend, Kel. My girlfriend is coming to play journals with me. And her eldest daughter, who's 9, wanted to come and play as well. So she's coming with her older daughter, and then I figured all the kids would want to play. So she's bringing her other 2. So I'll have a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 4-year-old to play with this weekend. This is the pattern that it gives Marty. So that's kind of fun. That's a brayer roller. Let's try the polka dot one. I'll have to do that on the other side of this page. And they just snap in. It's just a recollections brayer. Let's pull this. So since I'm going to have the 3 kids, I figured that I'm just making them some painty papers just for them to play with. So I'm not being overly picky. I'm just throwing paint down and playing, if that makes sense, Kel. I have to admit, I've got some lovely pages for myself to play with. And I'm just using my plastic bag with stuff in it. It's just grunge paint. I let it dry just a little bit too much. We'll just moisten it and do it again. So yeah, I'm going to be doing quite a few flowers and things over the next little while using the papers. I will not be streaming on Friday. I have an appointment. So I won't be here during the day. I may try and come on in the evening. I'm just trying to pick up this paint that's on this paper, on the bag. Put my coffee cup right in the line of fire of where I'm dragging my paint stuff on. Okay, so let's see. Isn't that one fun? I'm going to have a lot of fun using that for collage. Okay, let's do red and do polka dots with the red. This one? It is. It is. Okay, I'm going to use red on this. And I'm going to roll it with this. I guess I should have wet that a little bit, maybe. Whatever. We're just playing and getting paint down on papers so that the kids have something to play with when they're here Saturday. Let's use this bubble brayer, this one now, see what happens. Oh, I'm going to like this one. Let's not have it on top of anything. Let's see. Look. I like that polka dot one. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's pull that before it dries too much. Let's pull it with this one. Yeah, polka dot candies. The paint's too dry. I had to pull it with something really fast. But I like the way that looks. That's still going to make nice backgrounds for the kids. Well, I think it'll make nice backgrounds for the kids. I don't know what they think. And two, once they've stenciled on it, I wonder what's going to happen if I go like this. Once they stencil and stamp and stuff on it, it's going to be totally different anyway. Just trying to pick up the stuff that's on here. And then I'll wipe it down and do it again. trying not to use paper with printing on it for the kids because these are from books that I had from work, from when I was taking courses and stuff. So it's not necessarily for littles, but I can definitely use it. That's not bad. We all know I'm going to put other stuff on it, or, you know. Those will be lovely to doodle on. So I'm just going to spritz it and wipe it off. And then I think I have yellows to do. Let's get a clean one. And you guys know that this is going to be in a project soon too. Everything goes into a project. So I was thinking, I have cut out some mat board that I had originally thought would make excellent journal covers because it's really nice and stiff, and I figured it would be lovely journal covers. But now what I'm thinking is I might make them into journal boards because they're so heavy and thick. So I'm thinking I might put a painty paper on it and do a quick collage, just a light collage or maybe a painting, and then use them in the journals, because you know how a lot of times our journals are a bit lumpy bumpy with everything that we've got in them. So I was thinking of doing some journal boards. Interesting. I don't remember those. I don't remember those at all. So I'm going to consider this one done for the kids as well. So I've got quite a nice stack. This one's for me. I'm getting as much out of this as the kids are. This one also is for me. Those are going to make some incredible leaves. Absolutely incredible leaves. Child. Kimmy's a child. Large economy size child. Ah, look. You know, my daughter was here playing with me one day, and she was using this stencil on the gel plate, but the gel plate. So, and I lost it. And look, I found it. It was stuck to my paint bottle. All right. Seriously, I should be hanging this upside down. Okay, so that's for the kids. I had some pages I was using for brayer offs for me. Oh, that's that lovely green I liked. Let's just grab another one. Let's just use this. New brayer off page. Okay, so this one, let's do some sort of pattern in it. How about Oh, I love this one. Are you going to work? Are you going to work for me? Yes. Yes, you are. And I love these papers with the holes in them because I use the decorated holes for reinforcements when I'm doing tags and things. Paper. Don't want to get too much on. I have such a stack of papers beside me. All kinds. Books and all kinds of things. Okay, let's see what this pulls. Oh, dried a little bit. Dried a little bit. But it does have a lovely texture. You can see the pattern. You can't see the pattern. I can see the pattern. Can you see the pattern? Get up nice and close. Yes, no? You can see the pattern? So I'm going to put a red on this. You see the pattern? Awesome. My hands are going to be sore tonight. Good thing I got leftovers and I don't have to cook. There's obviously something dry in there. Yep. That's it. I'm going to have these guys hung upside down now. Just leave it on its side. Ketchup. Yes. Ooh. Okay. More copy paper. Smeary, smudgy back. Well, didn't pick up any of the yellow that was still on there. Wonder if this is going to help. Where is it? This. No, picked up a little bit of it. Oh, come on. I know you're thick and dry. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Yes. So that's an interesting one. There's a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of the pattern. If I can get this one off, that would be absolutely lovely. Let's see if I add some water. I know you guys are all cringing, going, don't do that. It does leave a great look. And then, of course, the one that I really stuck to it and ripped, that had such a great, where is it? Got it here someplace. I know I've got it here someplace. This one. This one got really stuck because I had cut out, partially cut out an image. It didn't go all the way through. So this one really stuck bad. But this green stuff up here is going to be so gorgeous for leaves. You know, I'm really liking this modeled look that I'm getting. I wish I could have this come up totally on a page. I really want you. Come in. I want you. Come. You will come this time. Please. Please. Put it on this one. See if I can pull it onto this one. Ah, smeared it. I felt it slide. No. It will be what it will be. It will be used no matter what. It did. It slid. It was far too wet and I made it slide. But beautiful flowers. Now I have a very interesting texture here. Let's see. Let's just pull it on a piece of white. Because even with just that little color on it, when you do little flowers, ooh, I've been on for an hour and 43 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I will just do a couple more pulls, clean this stuff up, and call it a day. And as I say, I am not around on Friday. Look at this. Just like this will make, think about it, when you get a little flower, all the texture in it, and then you doodle on it. Even hearts, sorry, Cal, even hearts would look nice on that. I will try and get the kids to let me post pictures of what they make on Saturday. So I'll post that and Meet Your Creativity. Oh, look, I'm stuck to the paper. Huh. What not to do, folks? What not to do? And I'm just going to take this. This is a juicer. Got it at the thrift store. This makes just lovely, crazy patterns like that. I just stamped it onto this piece of paper. Makes a lovely little circular pattern. Oh, yeah. I'm sure I'll have stories to tell about the kids. I really, really can't wait. It's been a long time since I've had little ones like that in my house. Well, there's a little bit of the imprint of the... I definitely have to do something with those. Do another one. Let's do another one. I'm sure I'm not going to get anything too much accomplished, but I'll sure have fun with those kids. There, this one should be better. And put that on this one again, over here. Do it on the floor. It's the only place I've got room. Much better. So I'm going to pull this and then I'm going to say goodbye. I appreciate you guys all for being here and watching me make a mucky mess. I had a lot of fun. I really don't sweat the little things because whatever's going to happen, happens. It's for a reason. And as I say, I'm not going for print quality prints. I'm just doing background pages for me and the kids. That's better. That's a lovely page for them. And so on that note, I am going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you on Sunday if I don't see you at chats beforehand. Take care, everyone. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful week. Yes, yes. Thanks all. Take care. See you soon. Bye.